Been doing another DIY job around the house lately. We've taken the cupboards out in the bedroom. Between the bedroom there was two cupboards on our side. One with the immersion heater, well it was an immersion heater, with the combi boiler in. And a cupboard on the other side which made the wall like this wide, which was good for soundproofing because the granddaughter's got a room next door. Yeah, anyway, I'm sure what you looked like before and what it looked like after. Right, this is the bedroom. I'm just going to enter it now. I'll show you what it looked like before, and I'll show you a video of what you can do with these cupboards. There's still lots of these houses about. It's a good idea. Anybody can do this. Bit of plastering, a couple of shelves, and our day's graft of pulling it all out. But, you know, needs must when you're married. Anyway, let's go and have a look.
Hackney had a burglary conviction, DNA on file.
Right, and this sample was compared to last week's.
They informed us that Hackney Delroy wasn't an instant man.
Sounds straightforward.
Yeah, except somehow that result became assigned to Forest Hill Delroy's profile, and a nominal was created on our system.
Their mistake became our mistake.
Yeah, and it gets worse. The DC from our team went to visit Forest Hill Delroy to check his movements on the night of the burglary.
Yes. But there's even greater courage in acknowledging their failure.
Whoever signs a letter that tries to close this investigation is going to be held personally responsible for the next young girl brutally raped and murdered in these villages. Shall I put that in the memo, sir?
Mum? Oh, you're not going in? It's not like you. You out late last night? Late? Well, I suppose we're all like that one with your age. What's happened?
Stripped out the cupboards, started putting the plasterboards in. Can't go in there because that's the airing, well I suppose the airing cupboard, it's now the immersion heater cupboard, so we can't do much about that one there. Opened up, just got to plasterboard it now, make it look a bit pretty, get it plastered.
What would you do to repurpose that? What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to turn it into a really cool blind for a studio with a big picture of you.
So this is my project for this weekend. Stripped out the cupboards, started putting the plasterboards in. Can't go in there because that's the airing, well I suppose the airing cupboard, it's now the immersion heater cupboard, so we can't do much about that one there. Opened up, just got to plasterboard it now, make it look a bit pretty, get it plastered.
What would you do to repurpose that? What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to turn it into a really cool blind for a studio with a big picture of you.
So this is my project for this weekend. Right, here we are. This is the bedroom now it's finished. This is where the one cupboard was. There was a cupboard on the other side, so we opened it all up. Obviously the wall now is not very thick, so we can hear the granddaughter a bit worse than we could before. But we put two lights in the top. Obviously we've changed the door. Now we've got the immersion heater inside. Couple of floating shelves, nicely spaced out. Not my idea, I will say. I would have put them equally. The way wife said it looks better like that, and she's probably right. She usually is. Obviously, there's a new carpet. And there's the new carpet. And a little stool that little Jack Owen would be proud of. I don't know whether we'd have him as a lodger or at any point, but there's a little stool in a corner for him whenever he comes. There you can see the carpet. And obviously, in the first part of this video, there was a horrible chandelier hanging up there, which we put in here because it's all we had at the time. We now change it for a modern light. And as you can see, the wife's decorated with a assortment of nonsense, but you know, that's a woman feel. But it looks nice. Nothing practical on there really. Some smellies that don't smell. A basket that's not used. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Looks like a couple of pebbles made to look like a chain. A little box with nothing in it. A bottle, nothing in it. And a couple of false books up there, which you can't read. But there you are, ornaments. So this is what you can do with a bit of time, a nagging wife. But it looks nice. Just an idea for you to do.